Hey guys, what's going on? I bet you never thought you would see me again. And I think a lot of you were thinking, Graziel, we thought you were dead. And in a lot of ways, I probably was. But I am back, as you can see. And before I say anything else, I just want to say thank you to all of the subscribers who have stuck around for this entire year that I have not posted a damn thing. But uh, I have been going through a lot in my personal life, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and I guess it was a culmination of things that have been going on for at least the past 2 decades. It's been pretty hectic for me, in my personal life, family issues and stuff like that, and it just got to a point where it was affecting everything that I did, and projects were getting pushed back and back and back simply because I did not have the mental and emotional tranquility or calmness to do them. And honestly, when you're doing work or artwork, you really do have to be in the zone, or at least I have to be in the zone. And as much as art helps me to forget about my problems, and art is very therapeutic. In this instance, there are so many issues in my life that art just wasn't really helping me out, and I felt very drained emotionally, and I just couldn't do anything. And a lot of things changed. A lot of things have changed. I'm not in the same place where I was physically. If you look at my past videos, you will see me in a different place. I'm not at that place anymore. I do have my own apartment now. For better or worse, things are good. Um, I've been here in this new place for about 5 months, and I've barely mustered up the energy to go ahead and do a follow-up video for all of you guys who have stuck around all this time, and especially the new people who have subscribed to this channel even though nothing has been uploaded. So I want to say thank you. It's not a big channel. We only have 12 subscribers right now, but hey, it's better than nothing. It really is. Um, if you guys have stuck around, it's because you like what I'm doing, and um, you want to see more of it. And I feel like I'm at a place right now where I can go ahead and give you guys more. And as you can see, I've only been at this new location for about 5 months, and due to money and you know, time constraints, it's not heavily decorated. I haven't pimped it out yet. Okay, it is a bachelor pad. Okay, or a babe, a fully functional babe lair. Okay, the only thing it doesn't have are the babes. Okay, there's no babes inside. The only babes they do have are the ones behind me. I want to introduce you to Barbara. Everybody knows Kate Upton and Hannah right behind me here. These beautiful girls have been keeping me company. You know, they've been keeping me company, and it's giving the my bedroom a really nice atmosphere. And I don't know if you could try to show it here. I also got my number one girl here, Brittany. Okay, she's number one. She has her own special spot on the wall. Okay, That's just for her. But I also have this chick over here. I don't even know what her name is. I have Elle from her. I got Shakira over there. Um, I always forget this chick's. Oh yeah, Olivia Munn. What else? That is Betty Page by Dave Stevens. I love the way he draws, and of course Taylor Swift. Okay, I have a thing for Taylor Swift. You know, sue me. What are you gonna do? But yeah, that's where I'm at. I've been, here trying to just be on my own. And it hasn't really been that difficult. I guess the most difficult about it is just adjusting to a new lifestyle. But everything else has been pretty easy. I've always known how to cook. So I do my own meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I know how to cook, so no, I can cook. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell what I've been doing. And after a very tumultuous time in my life and my family's life, it was just a time to start focusing on me a little bit and focusing on not helping others, but starting to help myself before it was too late to do that stuff. So yeah, so I've just been adjusting here. Things have been going good, kind of good. Um, Things are a lot more calm, and I think I'm at a place where things are just evening out pretty good. So enough about that, because it's already 7 minutes into this, and I haven't really told you what the whole problem was, but it was a lot of problems, and it's just family stuff, pretty heavy stuff, and it's been going on for a long time, and yeah, but I think things are starting to go smoothly now. Things are just adjusting to a new reality, and it hasn't really been that difficult, material wise. It's a nice apartment. It's very big. It's just one bedroom, but it's pretty big. I have my stuff all spread out everywhere, so it looks a little cluttered, but it's actually a really big bedroom, big living room. Um, it's pretty cool. Anyway, the point of this video, after giving you that update, is I will continue to go ahead and do the Ghostbuster project. So this is the Ghostbuster project, a follow-up video. Now, I just got started on it maybe, a few days ago. I started to do and build on what I had done last year. If many of you have seen my videos, you will know that the original project started in 2016. But because of conflicts and other things that were happening, that project didn't get completed. And last year, when I started the project again, from scratch, I was showing you guys how to do the resin, how to cover the cardboard with resin and fiberglass. So we were doing fiberglass and resin and making the cardboard sturdy. And last year, man, my God, we had the most awful weather last year, September and October. When I was working on this project, the weather was muggy. It wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot. And it was humid. for like 2 solid months, September and October. It was just humid, and it wasn't cold enough where you could put a sweater on, but it wasn't hot enough that you could just be comfortable. You know, sometimes you needed to turn the air conditioner on or off, but that would just add to the humidity, and it was really weird. Anyway, the point is that using the fiberglass in that kind of weather was very difficult, and it was taking forever and ever for the fiberglass and the resin to cure. Okay, so when you're working with fiberglass and resin, you need to be like in spring type weather, summer type weather, where the fiberglass and the resin will cure in a few hours. Considering that it has been a year since I started on the project, I think it should be okay by now. And I'm pretty cured. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I've done so far. Okay, so right here, this is the proton pack. Now, I know what you're going to say. It looks like crap. Well, it's not finished yet. Now, we're going to zoom in here. Now, if you remember, all of this was cardboard. Okay? And what I did, if you look at the other videos, I started cutting fiberglass sheets, covering them with resin, and layering, putting the layers onto the cardboard. And now that they're cured, you can hear that. It's pretty hard, and it's strong. It's not going to break. So, I'll show you from the side here. It's pretty stuff. Okay, now there are some areas where crevices where it's too small to put the fiberglass in. So I quit doing the fiberglass because also fiberglass is pretty dangerous to work with. And I started using this epoxy sculpt. Now, and I've used epoxy sculpt before in other projects, and I really like it because it is similar to fiberglass. And what it is a 2-part clay, A and B. And what you do is you get equal amounts of clay, you put them together, you mix them up, and then you can do pretty much anything you want with it. And in this case, I'm covering the areas that were too small or too intricate for the fiberglass to fit. So basically in this area here in this curved area, and this area, I'm also going to use the clay to touch up areas where the fiberglass just wasn't going to be used anymore. As you can see, if you turn it around, the back of it, or the spine, does not have any fiberglass at all. It's still bare cardboard. But I'm going to go ahead and use the epoxy sculpt to go ahead and give it that, the strength that it needs. Alright, and what I want you guys to take away from this is that you can use a combination of materials like I'm doing now with the fiberglass and the epoxy sculpt, or you can do one or the other. It's basically your preference in how much money or how much work you're willing to put into it. For safety reasons, I'm just going to go ahead and continue with the epoxy sculpt and finish the project and do the painting pretty soon. I also have the gun or the neutrino wand. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, so this is the basic shape of the neutrino wand. Now, what it is, it's basically following the same design as the proton pack, where if you look inside, it was made out of cardboard. The structural is made out of cardboard, but on the outside, it is layered with spackle and epoxy sculpt. So the epoxy sculpt was used to smooth out the areas, so you can see the different materials, to smooth out the areas that were really rough. So after sanding and everything, there was a lot of pits and a lot of holes in the spackle right here. And the epoxy sculpt helped even that out. So those are the dark patches that you hear, and there's still some roughness on there, so I need to put some epoxy sculpt to even that out, and then sand it again just to make it all smooth right there. So this is what the neutrino wand, this is the gun. I call it the gun, but it's actually the neutrino wand. This is the basic shape of the wand. All right. Okay, and this is just a PVC pipe from the Home Depot. And I'm following the measurements, still following the same measurements that I followed last year from the website that I downloaded it from. And this is the front nozzle that's going to go here. When I sand it down, this is going to go glued here. And as you can see, it's going to be the gun. This is the basic shape of the gun. Once we get this sanded and make sure everything is even, especially with that corner right there, we can go ahead and do the intricate stuff, which is, I think it has like 3 holes up here. And we can start adding on the little details and buttons that the neutrino one has. Now, I do want to let you guys know, because it is October 6th, oh, I'm sorry, the morning of October 7th that I'm doing this video. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the electronics this year. But as you can see, because it's hollow inside, but it's still very strong. See, you hear that? It doesn't bend. Because it's very strong and because it's hollow, there's going to be a lot of room for electronics. And I am going to do the electronics. Even if Halloween passes, I really hope you guys continue to watch the updates, because this Halloween I think I am going to be able to finish the backpack for cosplay, so I can go ahead and use it on Halloween, but it's not going to have the electronics. I will do the electronics, and it should be finished by the end of the year or early next year, depending on time and money, of course, permitting. But this is the basic shape of the neutrino one. So this gun goes attached to the holes. It's going to go here, and it's going to go attached. There's going to be like a little clip, I think it's on this side, that's going to hook on to the backpack. And then we add the hose that goes to that circular part on the backpack. So this is just a rough outline of it. And I did do this back last year, but I've added to it. I went ahead and added to it and just tried to make it more, good. And there's different ways to do this. This is just one example. I was considering making the whole thing out of plexiglass or plastic, because they do sell that at Home Depot, and just cutting all of this, all the basic shapes, that shape, the square shapes, and just gluing them together. hot gluing them or super gluing them together and just making this piece more solid. And it still would have been hollow inside. But I've noticed that with time, plexiglass does tend to get brittle and crack. So I opted for what I was already doing, which was just getting the cardboard, reinforcing it with the epoxy sculpt. As you can see, it's pretty. You can bang this and it's not going to break. Yeah, it's not going to break. Obviously, if you hit it hard enough, it will break, but it's pretty strong and it's pretty sturdy. It's not going to fold or, you know, and it's got a good, it's lightweight, but it's, you know, solid. And yeah, so that's a neutrino wand. And that's basically what I'm doing right now. Tomorrow or later today, I am going to go and start sanding all the fiberglass on the proton pack and getting it smoothed out and continuing to add epoxy sculpt so I can go ahead and get it one solid piece and paint it, put the decals on, make it look really you know, legit. And like I said, I don't think I'm gonna have the money or the time to do the lights and all the electronics that I was going to do in here, but I did leave it hollow because I will be doing those electronics later, you know, time and money permitting. So yeah, that is basically my update. You know, let me show you something else. Give me 1 second. Okay, because I did get a whole bunch of stuff last year because, you know, I was going to finish it, but a lot of stuff happened and I couldn't finish it. I did buy these bicycle grips, and these are like the retro vintage bicycle grips. They're rubber. Okay, so they're going to be easy to cut. And just to give you an idea that these, I'm going to cut these split across the top, and I think I'm going to cut that off. And the only thing, the part that's going to be left is this bottom part right here. And that's going to go on here. So as you can see, it's already starting to, that's going to be the handle on that. And as you can see, it's you know, once it's painted and everything, it is going to look exactly like the one in the movie. So, and these were very inexpensive. I think they were only like $3 or $4 on eBay. And you can find any color you want. I obviously picked black because in the movie they are black. And you just need to cut them. And this part that's left right here, I'm going to put glue on that and then glue it to the bottom of this. And that's going to be the same thing. I have two of them. Here's the other one. They come in a packet of two. And the other one is going to go on this one. It's going to go on this one. And I think it goes like this. It goes to the side. So I cut all this off and I stick this bottom part on here. And it's going to go like that. Kind of like that. And as you can see, if you see it from the side, it already starts to look like what it's going to look like. So those are the updates, guys. I hope it was worth waiting a year to go ahead and give you this update. Like I said, I just got back into you know, getting settled down where I'm at, and just having the energy to go ahead and do this again. So now I'm just going to edit this video and get it uploaded to YouTube, and I hope you like it. I hope you stick around. Thank you so much for sticking around. I can't thank you enough. For the new people that have come during this time, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for staying. And I really hope I don't disappoint you guys. And I really hope you stick around to see how this ends. This is a Ghostbuster 5 or 6 video. And I think 2 more videos and we should be done. and hopefully I'll be able to be a Ghostbuster finally after all this time. Some fun parts. I want to go ahead and show you guys some fun parts. Is I did get this accessory from the Halloween store, and I want to leave you with something really cool and fun, because this one I did not make it myself. I got it from the store, and it is the PKE meter. And I really want to leave you with something to you know. So I am going to be wearing these accessories when I'm done with the proton pack on my belt. And these are really cool. These are really well made. They look cheap, but they look really nice. And what you do is that you just turn it on, and you hit a button. There you go. Okay, those are supposed to move. These two things are supposed to go up. And I don't know why it's not doing it right now. Okay guys, so I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I think I got it working now. The arms were stuck, but it's supposed to go like this. There we go. So I push this button, or this one. It's a different sequence. It always does the lights and the sound, but the sequence is a little bit different. See, that one goes up and down. This one lasts a little bit longer. And you could like pretend like you're searching for something, and then when you get close to somebody, you're like, oh yeah, that's hot. I'm reading it. So you just gotta time it, and you push it again, and it turns off. It has two buttons, that one and that one. But yeah, that's one of the props. I do have the other one. I have that little box where they trap the ghosts. I have that one too. I just don't have it here with me. But yeah, I have that, and I really hope that gets completed, because I would like to stick it with this, and have the whole thing. And I hope you guys stick around. So thank you for liking Grazio Arts. Please share. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so much for commenting. I know I haven't responded to many of your comments, but like I said, it just hasn't been easy the last few years, and I'm starting to get back in the groove of something. I don't know what it is, but I'm back into something. So I hope you guys stick around, and I will see you guys later with more updates. Thanks.